Hi everyone, it's Rebecca here. Yesterday, B and I were sitting on the sofa, drinking coffee and having a chat, and she said to me, "What would you?" And it came out of the blue. She said, "What would you say to your 27-year-old self?" Because B's 27 now, and for a moment, I just sat there in silence because I kind of got flooded with all sorts of things and taking me back to when I was her age. And when I was her age, I was married and I just had her elder brother, Ollie. Um, and I was in a bout of postnatal depression. Um, so probably feeling very different to how B is. And so I sat there for a little while and then I started to share some of my thoughts, and I just thought it would be really helpful here for you as well, maybe. And I think one of the things that I would say to my 27-year-old self is to chill out. That would be the most important thing, I think, to start off with, is to relax and to chill out, and to not be so serious about everything. Because I was terrible at judging myself against other people, about expectations. I kind of suffered because I thought I should be somewhere other than where I currently was. And kind of almost that sense of slowing down a bit. And sure, I was, relatively newly married and having a newborn baby and not feeling great about myself in that time. But I think if I had known that for a start I was doing the best I could, that would have helped me enormously. But also, the other thing that's really important that I wish I'd known then was this idea that I could trust myself. That I knew, beneath all the noise that's going on and all my thinking, that I could absolutely trust myself. And kind of almost relax into that, if that makes any sense. So that if I could see through the noise of all of societal expectations and judgments of my own, and of perhaps my, innocently my upbringing, all of that were just kind of labels that I was taking on as being important for me to be. It was like, I'll be happy when, or I'll be the, there was effort involved in becoming the person that I was or should be. And now what I see, almost 30 years later, is a kindness and a gentleness towards that younger me, absolutely and without a doubt, no judgment at all. But also to see that my guidance system that's in me actually had me, in that it was almost like that was my safety net. And it's interesting because what just comes to mind right now is a dream I had probably about 4 years ago, when I started coming across the understanding that B and I share in our book and all the work that we do, was that I woke, it's bizarre, because I woke myself up laughing. I literally woke myself up laughing, which was a bit bizarre. And then when I was thinking about what the dream was, I had this vision of myself on a tightrope, okay, like in a circus where you're holding that big bar to help you balance. And I was walking a tightrope, and then for a moment, and that felt really effortful. And then for a moment, I looked down and I saw that there was a safety net, which they do, don't they, in the circus? I haven't been for years and years, but there's a safety net. And when I realised that there was a safety net, then I was okay on the tightrope. And so that made me laugh, because I hadn't realised that there was a safety net there. So what I see kind of as metaphor for that is that life has got me, you know, my own guidance system, if you like, is that safety net. And I don't ever need to doubt that. And I think if I'd known that back then I would have had a different experience of my late 20s and 30s. That's for sure. So I think what I'd love Bea to know, and well, anybody else that finds this helpful, is this trusting yourself, the deep down bit in you. Trust that, because that's never wrong. Your intuition, your gut feeling, whatever word you want to use for it, trust that. To be light-hearted and not take everything so seriously, and certainly don't take things personally, because it's never about you. And the kindness and gentleness towards yourself, looking after yourself, which is not a selfish act. It's vital, because love starts within, and we have to do that because we are made of love. That's who we are. And when we love ourselves, and I'm not talking about, you know, mourning tiger saying that into the mirror. This is a deep knowing of love for yourself. Then that kind of comes out from us into the world and into those around us, so that then we're treated with love as well. I hope you found that helpful. I would love to know what you think about that, and maybe come back to me or us either in the comments below, or you can message us on what you would say to your younger self, because I think you might find that really helpful. See you again soon. Bye for now.